It's being published 60%. It's live na, di ba? Alrighty. So we're starting. Welcome again to MK Co YouTube channel. And this is Marlene Craig again, your host. And today I have the company of my beautiful friends from all walks of life. I'd like to introduce to you Miss Yola Tolentino of Linked Philippines, a business broker. And also we and a co-host for RJ AM News every Sunday today at 7 p.m. Also, we have Lindsay May Okiza, also BS accountant, BS accountancy graduate, and she just graduated, right? And also, we have Jareen Om. She is she graduated BS midwifery, and she was a former cabin crew for a luxury liner based in Barcelona, Ocean Rock Liner. All right. So today we'll be talking about why would women ghost men, right? In word as GHOST. They say men ghost women, so women also can ghost men. And today we'll be talking again, why would women ghost men? Anong Tagalog ng ghost? Yung hindi na biglang magparamdam. Nawawala bigla. That's ghosting, right? So, all right. So, today we have two millennials who will be joining us and two non-millennials who would be sharing also. I'm single. I'm Marlene Craig, by the way, with two daughters. And Yola is also single. And then Lindsay and Jaren are millennials and both singles.
All right. Okay, let's share.
So, let's start with an experienced person. Yola, Miss Yola. What would be the reasons why you would ghost a man? Like, when will you ghost a man? After the first date? After the third date? When?
Even the first date, actually, yeah, I can already ghost a man, especially when you see. Well, of course, number one for me is that if the guy has a bad attitude. Kasi di ba sometimes they're so it's either they're mayabang, it's either they're so so proud of themselves and all that. Pag gano'n na, medyo turn up na ako dyan eh. So, magtatago na ako yan. The next time he texts me or call me, I'm not available.
So you won't give him a second chance, second date?
Well, maybe I can, but depende eh. Depende sa level of, yung intense ng kanyang, personality probably, yung kanyang kayabangan or whatever. Pag ganon, I will not give it a second chance anymore. So kasi on the first date, you see it na.
Okay. Diba? So name three. So yon. Another one.
Okay. If somebody is, what do you call this? Mata pobre. When the guy look down to women, or not only to women, but basically to people who are probably not his level. So there are men like that, right? And okay, probably the third one is kuripot. When a guy is stingy, he cannot even treat you. First date, he cannot even treat you a nice place or nice restaurant. I mean, well, depends.
Have you had experiences like that?
Yeah. That's why I'm sharing it.
Yeah, me too.
What about you, MK?
Yeah,
what
me
about
too.
You?
With regards to, in addition to what you've said, yeah, when the guy invites me to eat, and then he's not gonna allow me to look at the menu, and he'd rather would just tell me what I should order, then that's a turn off a little bit, So maybe it's okay, maybe, yeah. But I really dislike a man who will tell me what to eat And
Oh, yeah.
if you brought me to the restaurant, you should have brought extra money for the most expensive food in the menu, right?
Yes, yes. And especially on the first date, you've got to be ready. Man should be ready, di ba? You know, parang paghahandaan mo talaga yan eh. Kasi that could turn off a woman.
Correct. Especially in our generation. Okay, so
Yes.
ano yung una? Very what was the
Is,
first?
sa akin yung medyo masama yung ugali niya. With a bad attitude. Alright, the second ko is yung mata pobre. And then, kuripot.
Yeah. So how would you know if he's mata pobre? Ano yung example ng mata pobre? Or he looks
Oh,
down
well,
on people?
okay. Kasi during the conversation, you will be talking about stories about either family, friends, and kasi marami siya tatanong sa'yo, and actually, you
So
can already tell.
along the
If the guy
conversation.
is, yes, parang medyo pag si ganito, medyo iba ng tingin niya, no? But then, pag si ganito, medyo mayaman o may power, etc., iba na rin yung tingin niya.
You
So,
mean he will use some adjectives or some words that will demean another person or put down another person, right?
yes, yes.
That's not good kasi nga, 'di ba? It's your first time to date this guy and he's already telling friends that you don't know or common friends that you might know
Yes.
and you're not that close yet and he's already giving his assumption, judgments and opinions, 'di ba? Di pa kayo close.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, right.
So at saka yung kuripot. Nakikita mo na siya
Oh, yeah.
pag yung have you ever experienced that na parang alam mo na ninenervyos na siya baka mag-order ka ng mamahalin?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I know. Kaya nga, alam mo, pag doon mo makikita parang ako naman, I can share if ever it's needed. Kung talagang, alam mo yun, medyo, maybe siguro kind of like the guy also, maybe you can offer, okay, maybe we can just share all this food. But then, dapat talaga, ang lalaki ready. Even the first date man lang. But kasi the next one, maybe I can share, Kasi
Or he better be honest.
Yes, yes, oo. Parang, okay, medyo mahal dito. Alam mo yun, medyo konting ano naman. Medyo ano.
Well, in the first place, he should not bring you to that place. Then he should bring you to a place
Actually,
na within his, how do you call, budget.
budget.
Right? Okay, let's go to the millennials. Let's start with Lindsay. So, Lindsay, kailan mo gino-ghost? When do you ghost a man? First date, second date, third date, or mabait ka hanggang 10 dates?
For me po, as millennial, uso po kasi ngayon yung internet love. So, ngayon, nowadays, hindi na uso yung dating, since internet love na uso na, yung communication technology na lang. So, for me, siguro, i-ghost ko yung isang tao kapag na-meet ko siya in person and then personally napatunayan ko rude siya, tas conceited, yun yung mga ayoko kasi sa isang
Conceited
lalaki.
and rude.
Yes, rude, conceited, saka disrespectful, tapos territorial, yung parang inaangkin ka niya in a way na hindi ka niya binibigyan ng freedom to be yourself. Ganun po.
Okay. I'd like to define mo nga kasi marami nakikinig, especially for yung millennials. Anong ibig sabihin when the man is conceited sa mga age nyo?
As of now po kasi, being conceited, yung mga lalaki, parang nagpo-post sila sa mga social media, like they're flexing you on something na parang above na ng expectation mo, yung hindi na makatotohanan, yung mga pinopost natin about us, yung parang tinataas na nila yung sarili, yung pagiging humble nila is parang nawawalan. So parang ayoko po ng ganong lalaki. Gusto ko yung humble lang po siya.
Kasi sabihin
And
nila,
then,
kasi mga guys, anong ibig nyo sabihin ng conceited? So you have to be more visual na sasabihin, ano yung pagka-conceited nila, naglalagay sila sa Facebook, yung display na yung mayabang tapos parang social climbing, nakarating lang sila sa Okada or nakarating lang sila parang angas, they call it. We can see na nagyayabang sila. Is that what you mean?
It depends naman po meron naman po tayong freedom to post. So, yun lang po yung nakaka-turn off sa isang lalaki na parang yung nakakataas siya ng tingin niya sa sarili niya. Yung parang, alam mo, yung hindi na dapat naman sinishare on something na kailangan ganun. Ibinababa niya yung mga tao against sa post niya or something niya ganun po.
Kasi baka magalit yung mga guys sa atin, kaya that's why we have to be more specific, di ba? That's why I'm asking you, Lizelle. Pero Yola, ano yung angas sa ating age? Ano yung nakikita mo na conceited sa Facebook? Kunwari, yung date mo, syempre, stalk mo konti kung sino mga friends niya, kung sino siya. So, i-define mo nga, i-narrow down mo nga yung ibig sabihin ng kung conceited sa age natin.
Yeah. Kasi, ang conceited kasi, yung masyadong bilib ka sa sarili mo eh. Kami pinagyayabang, di ba? Yung parang nagyayabang ka about kung anong meron ka, yung gano'n pa, tsaka yung mostly, ang yan, yung as a person na magaling ako, gwapo ko, parang gano'n eh. Pinapakita mo sa tao na, mas lamang ka kasi mas gwapo ka, mas matalino ka.
Alam ko na, Yola, sorry to cut you down. Siguro, like, I know men, na pag nakasama nila yung mga beauty queens, for example, mga Miss Universe, Mrs. World, yung iba yung tindig nila, yung parang, wow, dito ako, and then, o kaya, nakasalamuha, or he was able to have a picture with the president, or with other celebrities, yung, parang they do something so much big about it on social media, di ba? Parang feel mo rin. And then they will say something more about yung pagyayabang nila about particular things, or pag nakapunta sila sa, I think that's what our conceited means, di ba? Yung pagyayabang.
Yeah, pagyayabang actually.
Yung social climbing. So makikita mo na social climber yung guy. So, or nagdi-display pa siya ng bago yung belt niya, bagong bili yung shoes niya. Ngayon, hindi, pasay na yan, hindi na pwede. I mean, you are being judged when you start boasting what you bought, yung bago kong belt, yung mga ganon, di ba? Or, ito bago shirt, o nakaganyan-ganyan ka pa, di ba? I mean, do we still have friends like that, good friends, who does that? Wala sa atin yan, nagmamayang na bagong singsing niya, bago yung shoes niya, naka-Manolo Blahnik siya, Ferragamo siya, o whatever. Alam mo yung mga taong nagdi-display ng ganyan, yung parang, na yan eh, pagmamayabang na yan, di ba? Kasi ngayon, taghirap ang tao. So what are you trying to prove? To tell people na you have that bag. Many people can have that bag.
Yeah.
Diba? Baka yung, hindi pa nga yun yung latest trending. Okay, balik tayo kay Lindsay. So, Lindsay, yung parang feeling mayabang. So, is that how you are too? Can I have a ball pen?
Yes po, yes. And to add po, hate, as a generation po kasi namin, as a millennial, we hate men na mabagal mag-reply or something na mabagal mag-respond sa'yo when we were
so i-ghost mo yon. So pag na-meet mo siya tapos ganun siya, I mean i-ghost mo lang siya after 2 days kasi may nakita ka, di ba? Parang kasi you're not the type, kasi ghosting means when you find something uncomfortable for yourself. Gaya ko, meron ako yung mga boundaries, di ba? Balik na naman tayo sa boundaries. Meron akong certain values na hindi nami-meet nung guy, di ba? At meron din ako yung mga wants and don't wants and likes and don't likes. Hindi nami-meet, kaya tayo nagkukuhan, di ba? Pero mostly values. O, balik na naman tayo sa boundaries, di ba? So, minsan, gino-ghost natin yung guy kasi hindi niya nami-meet yung standard and yung, how do you call this, values natin nga. Di ba? So, ikaw, first date, second date, pag first date,
for me,
nang-ghost ka ba ng first date?
for me po, yes. Actually, honestly, yes. I
Yes. Pero how do you do that? I mean, so you just ghost. Kasi women, especially Filipinos, di ba tayo? We're not used to be frank. Ikaw, Yola, kaya mo bang sabihin, sorry, hindi kita type. Uwi na ako.
But
Di ba? Kung pinakain ka na
Actually,
ng tao, nahiya ka naman.
but honestly, hindi ko ginagawa yung paprangkahin ko yung tao na I don't like you or never know. Ang ginagawa, yung exit ka na lang in a nice way. Because that's how I am, that's probably who we are, na parang hindi tayo nang babastos. Parang sige, pagtsatsaga kita on the first day, sige lang. But then later on, hindi na ito mauulit. Yung ganun. Pagtawag niya, pag-text niya, you're not available.
Paano kung ikaw yung ego ghost? There are times, pag ako naman yung ego ghost, parang I'd prefer the honesty. Para you don't expect anymore. Kasi you'll be wondering, oh, I wonder why he didn't call me again. Why he didn't take me out again. Di ba tayong mga babae? Mag-wonder ka. Sabi mo, then there are times when you really like the guy, parang gusto mo na nasabihin, sana man lang nag-text siya. Why don't he tell me na hindi niya ako type? Okay lang sa akin. No? It would be nice. I think it hurts, pero I would appreciate a man who would tell me, sorry, I think it's not gonna work. I intended to court you, but I think we have different values, or I think we're not meant for each other.
But MK,
Or it's not you that I'm
basically, hindi sila nagsasabi ng diretsong ganyan. You know?
or
They don't.
or sometimes mga girls, when you meet them in a bar or in a party, say, oh, ba't di ka na tumawag? They will say, oh, why you never call me back? Tapos sasabihin nila, I'm sorry, it's not you, it's me. That's another
that's possible.
excuse.
Yeah. That's why you should know how to read between the lines.
Correct.
Diba?
Okay.
Mukhang hindi naman ako type. Kasi ako naniniwala pa rin. Pag gusto ko ng lalaki, ipupurso ko ng lalaki. Yun ang paniniwala ko. Kasi kung mapupurso masyado, minsan they tend to abuse. Maring pagbigyan ka, maring, okay. Feeling, conceited din na tipong guwapo, na feeling na hahabulin ka. Minsan yung lalaki talaga.
Okay.
So, well, sorry.
So, I do not know how to switch it off. I want to ask Jarin, kung paano ka mang-ghost? What are the things that reason na i-ghost mo na yung lalaki on the first date? Pero, Jarin, but how do I do my mute here?
I don't know how to unmute. She should unmute herself.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay na?
Yes. So how would you mute somebody? Ay, how do I mute myself though? Saan tayo
You just have to, i-press mo lang MK yung cellphone. Ito, meron nakalagay mute sa left side mo. There's a mute there, you just click it.
I don't have because I'm on YouTube.
Oh.
So she has to tell me first. Okay, let's go back to Lindsay bago kay Jarin. Jarin, you have to teach me how to mute from the YouTube. All right. So, Lindsay, again, kaya mo bang sabihin sa guy right after dinner, or after he drops you, sabi niya, can I see you tomorrow again? Are you the type who would say, sorry, hindi kita type eh. Or forget about me, you're not my type, and I don't want to see you anymore. Normally sabi niya, sige, tawagan mo muna ako. Di ba karamihan niya? Call me first, let's see. Ikaw ganyan, di ba? So are you the type na sabihin mo, sorry I think it doesn't work. Kung nanliligaw ka sa akin, wag mo na lang ituloy. Kaya mo yun?
I'm the type of person hindi prangka. And parang pag face-to-face siya, rejection po kasi yung tawag dun, di ba? And we all know na pag reject mo isang tao is makakasakit ka. Pero in a honest way naman. So for me, I'll be honest na lang. Siguro na sabihin, siguro, we need time to um, know each other. Kasi from time to time na i-reject naman natin siya. Pero in a nice way po. For me, in a nice way. She's ako interested. Siguro I'll with in a nice way po. Pero hindi after.
yung nice way? So, karamihan talaga ghosting eh. Bigla ka na lang hindi sumasagot sa cellphone na, hindi mo na sinasagot yung messages niya. Gino-ghost mo na talaga eh, di ba? Karamihan sa atin. And then, we only tell them the truth pag we meet each other or we bump to each other and somebody say, "Hey, Lindsay, why you never called or never answered back my messages?" So, anong sasabihin mo?
Opo. Honestly po kasi as millennials, nakikita namin and na-experience namin, pag hindi talaga interesado yung isang tao, ghosting talaga, direct ghosting yung papapatay na yung phone,
alam nyo na.
Social media. Oo, i-block sa social media and wala na, communication. Ganun po yung mga millennials.
Okay.
And as for me, as a woman, to reject someone na nag-confess sa akin na ganito, pero hindi naman ako interesado. Siguro, I'll reject him agad-agad para hindi na siya umasa.
Okay. So, Jarin, ikaw, ready ka na? O, si Yola muna. Okay. Tanungin mo ako, Yola, kung ano yung kung paano ko mang-ghost. What are my reasons to ghost a man?
Yes. Okay. I'm throwing that question to you. How do you ghost a man?
Okay.
Ikaw.
As per experiences, when I was younger, in my airline days, so I would date a guy, have a dinner with him, and normally they'll invite you to their home for coffee to show off their house. You know, and also we like it because then you can see whether how he is, how beautiful his apartment, or how's his status, financial wise, parang. And some of them are very proud to show off their houses. So this guy, one reason so I'll just give you experience. So dinner, coffee, and then he had such a big dog, a German Shepherd. And as soon as I sat down on the chair, nako, the dog jumped at me. And you know, I have a trauma of dogs. My grandma had the dog on the mother's side. She said, "Oh, it doesn't bite, but it did bit me practically on my butt." All right. So I don't trust dogs or anybody's dog. So I don't like men who doesn't believe you when you say, I'm scared of dogs. Please let him go." And he said, no, he's so friendly. So that turned me off. And plus, his house smelled like dog. Like a dog house. I don't know whether you smell the dog. You know those, I don't know whether you have a smell of a dog. But a dog that has not been bathed for like a month smell. Parang ganun ang smell. And then, when he smells, sa dinner pa lang, okay, first date, tapos naamoy mo, hinalikan ka, and then bad breath, or body odor, turn off ko yun. I will ghost him. That means when he calls me again, I will not date him ever again. But during our time kasi, there's no cell phone and all that, so everything was by phone, or they will come and drop by your house, knock at your door, and then I would hide. So, I will ghost him. So, yun, very particular ko sa hygiene. And then, yung dogs, pag meron siyang aso, tapos sinabi ko, I'm scared of those dogs. Tapos, he doesn't believe me. And then, especially the dog is jumping. And then, smelly pa yung place niya. So, hygiene. I'm very particular with smell. And then, second yung, pretending to be somebody he's not. Yung, he's not really honest of who he is, what he is, and how much he has. You know, then you say yung mayabang, conceited, or feeling he can afford everything in life, but he can't. So, yung feeling. feeling he is the best in the world, the best man in the world, and he has everything. So,
Can you detect that right away?
huh?
Can you detect that if the guy is like that? Can you say already, like, can you
Yeah,
tell?
because you can ask question along the way. So, what do you do? Where have you been? Who are your friends? So, what do you have? What car do you drive? Do you have a yacht? Do you alam mo yung pretending to be super rich and you know that he's not, right?
Mm.
Especially when he
Yes.
compares himself to others. I don't like guys who compares himself to others and who ask me how much is my salary, and a guy who will ask me, mayaman ba kayo? Are you rich? You
Turn
know,
off
that's
yan.
such a turn off. And also girls, by the way, if you're gonna date, never ask the guy how much he earns. Kasi
Yeah.
that's a turn off for real decent guys. Yeah, that one. And then, he must have clean nails. Again, hygiene Yung nails niya, pag madumi, that means walang respeto. Di man niya sinubukan na maglinis ng kuko. Right? And then, I like guys who have nice clean shoes.
Mm. Okay. Well, ang dami mong, ang daming bawal pala.
Hindi naman, because you can just see, like, parang, kasi if it's your first date, you have to be at your best.
Yeah.
I mean, I will
Ngayon,
take shower.
pakikagilos.
We girls, practically, 2 beses na tayong liliguan, magpa-facial pa tayo, and our best, and then he just come to you in his not so best. Diba? So that means like he took it for granted. But some guys, strategy nila, they say, ayoko magbis-bis masyado, baka kala niya, I'm so gaga on her, na excited. Which is wrong thinking. So they will just put their ordinary and like that para hindi feeling na, wow, binihisa mo talaga. Okay, we're on Jaren now. So, Jaren, ikaw naman, Jaren, where are you? Kailan mo ginughost sa lalaki? When do you ghost a guy?
Pag meron ako nakikita negative sa kanya, like parang galing siya or basta nag-lie lang siya, one mistake, ayoko na sa'yo.
Strict?
Like parang sinungaling siya, yun, ayoko na talaga. I hate sinungaling talaga.
Pero that's true, no? First time pa lang tayo magkita, magsinungaling ka agad. I don't like.
Ayoko rin, yung mga great friends, like mas gusto ko yung simple lang na, huwag mong ipakita sa akin kung ano ka. Tagaan mo ako
Okay, so sinungaling. Ayaw talaga natin sa sinungaling. Ano pa?
mayabang.
Mayabang.
Tapos yung siya, mataas yung sarili. Mataas yung air niya.
Oo,
Ganun.
parang feeling na
Feeling na.
he is above or super above anybody, right? Gusto natin kasi, di ba, yung talagang simple lang na guy na during dinner, respetado, and she would talk to you more about you, want to know more about you, hindi yung ganito ako, I'm here, I'm this, I do this, I'm this. Ikaw, yung parang at the end, wala na siyang masabi, ikaw, ano ka? Di ba, Yola, you mentioned one time na it's a turn off for a guy na he only talks about himself and he forgets
Yeah.
to ask you about you.
Yeah. Nakakalimutan nila yung sarili.
Yeah. So yung
Kasi
go
the guy was
So
rambling
kailan
about himself.
Okay, let's go back to Jaren. Jaren, kailan mo gino-ghost? Tatayuan mo ba siya bang kumakain o kinaumagahan na? Hindi mo na siya,
Kinaumagahan na.
di ba?
Siguro, pag-meet kami, pag nakita akong di maganda sa attitude niya, sa aura niya, then, kinabukasan or right at pag-date namin, yun, di na ako sa kanya, di na ako kakausap, like, wala lang. Like,
Sayang, no? Wala tayong men dito. But hi, guys, whoever is listening there, if you happen to listen to us, okay, make a comment and say, is it okay that we will tell you na, sorry, you're not my type after dinner? Sorry, sabi ko. I think when a guy says, maulit pa kaya itong dinner natin, can I invite you again tomorrow? Sorry, I'm busy. How about the day
Yeah.
tomorrow? Can you say, don't try? Masakit ba talaga? Wag na. Save mo na lang yung pera mo. Kaya nyo yon? We can't, di ba?
Kaya,
Laisel, kayo, whoever yun, may napagsabihan ka na ba na, ako nga I'm very prangka. I'm so assertive in telling men what I feel. Parang, I save the feeling, I save that embarrassment, or I save the pride na you will be able to, na pagsabihan ko na, hey, sorry, you're not my type. Sorry, I don't think it works. You know, I've seen movies, American movies or foreign movies, where they say, sorry, it won't work. Or, right during dinner, meron nang nasabi yung lalaki and it upset the girl. The girl stood up and said, I'm sorry, I think this doesn't work. Cut out. Didn't even finish dinner. Kaya mo yon, Yola?
Ako actually, well, it depends sa sitwasyon. If the situation is really parang very compromising na, maybe I can, just stand up and leave. Pero kung kaya ko pa, pwede namang, I can wait till the dinner finish. Baka mamaya ako pa magbayad ng dinner.
Okay. So, pag binastos ka na siguro, no? Or
Yeah, pag binasis ka na right in the dinner.
or she mentioned something to hurt your family, your pride, tapos yung, or even women, putting down other women, not you, but other women, and then he keeps on saying bad things towards women, or towards a friend, or towards people, I think,
Yeah.
and then, that's when I really stand up. Me, I would, if a guy is drinking too much, being drunk and rude, I'll stand up and leave, and I'll ghost him forever. Diba?
Yeah, if that's the kind of
Ayun pala, yung mga, if you take me out, tapos lasing ka, yung you drink too much, and you starting to be looking stupid, I will ghost you. I will even leave you.
Yeah.
Oh, ikaw, balik ka kay Liz. Oh, balik kay Lindsay. Ano pa yung ghosting mo? So, ang ghosting mo, the following day na lang, no? Lahat tayo, the following day. Except pag binastos ka na, di ba?
Right, right in there.
Ikaw din, Jaren, pag binastos ka o nagsasabi siya ng pangbabastos to other people, are you also like that?
siguro, pag binastos ako, aalis na ako agad.
Siyempre naman, di ba? Pero have you ever tried na may nagbastos sa inyo na right in front of you? On the first date?
Wala pa naman so far.
Yeah. Minsan, hindi naman yung date parang yung minsan yung nanghahawak na dinner pa lang dinner pa lang nakahawak na sa kamay, nakahawak na sa legs. May mga ganyan noon, lalo na mga pag bata ka and then you date older men.
Kaya, meron yan. Mga tao natin ng araw ng DOM.
Oh, Yola, tell them, okay? In our experience, I remember I was so young, and then group date naman yon, pero first date ko rin, blind date ko siya. And then, hawak ka agad sa legs.
Yeah.
Then,
Normally, I think yung mga older men are like that. During our time, I don't know yung generation na to, if they do the same thing. Pero tayo noon kasi yung, kasi syempre bata tayo nun, bata, maganda, and all that. So, itong mga older men, they really, parang when they're with you, parang feeling nila, akala nila, nabili ka na nila eh. May ganung thinking yung mga lalaki, mga matatanda. So, they tend to like, yun nga, hahawakan yung tuhod mo. Minsan, hindi nga kamay. Buti nga sa tuhod, kamay, pa-sweet ng konti. Kaso tuhod eh. Minsan, alam mo yun, yung crossing the border na yan, which is very bad.
o kaya naka-backless ka, hawak ka agad sa likod mo, malapit na doon.
Yes.
Ipasok na malapit na doon sa side. Di ba? Oh, then sabihin nila, sorry. You know already na he's got bad intentions or he's very, how do you call this? Magalaw. Very,
Siya sa
Touchy.
malikot.
how do you call that?
Malikot.
Touchy.
Oh,
Ah,
sila touchy, millennial tayo, malikot.
touchy. Okay. So ano pa? So ano pa yung mga other reasons? Kasi yung main reason mo is pag inastos ka when they're being disrespectful, saying things that should not be said. And then, so ano pa sa millennial?
Sa millennial po, ang mga parang aggressive siya or sexually impressed. Or i-ghost pa talaga. Pero mga manya.
Pag parang may feeling ka manyakis na. So when they say manyakis, yung parang patouch din. Tapos they're trying to whisper you, say about sexual connotations, ganon.
Yes po. Yung trying to imply na ganito, pero parang ito naman ayaw mo, pero aggressive pa rin siya na gusto ka niya. Gano'n. Parang i-ghost mo talaga siya. Agad-agad.
Or parang yung touching. Ano ba yung, what was in our time when we were younger? Yung kunwari tinatch ka, ano yung opportunity, touching opportunity siya na igagano, isasaging yung breast mo or
Oo. Kasi ano yun, intentional talaga. Parang nagkakagaplis. Dinagaplisan ka.
Oo.
Like, kunyari, yung part
So,
ng body mo.
In other words, malikot ang kamay. We don't like men, especially first few dates. Or even...
Ay, yan. Chancing.
Yun,
Ayan!
chancing sa nila yan.
Get chances. So, galing from the word from taking chances. The touch you, chancing. Yeah. So, ano pa? Si Jaren, ano pa yung mga i-ghost mo talaga siya?
Ghost ko talaga siya. Parang doon lang ako nakabase kasi sa pagiging sinungaling niya tsaka mayabang.
Oo, yun talaga, no?
Yun lang. Dalawa lang yun.
You're feeling so hot shot or feeling so high. That's very main thing. So, ano yung common grounds natin? Yung sinungaling, dishonest, you can already say that he's pretending. And then, ano yung sa'yo, Yola? Mayabang,
Kaya ako.
conceited.
Tsaka yung ano, yeah, conceited. At tsaka yung ano, yung mata pobre.
Ayan, when he really looks down.
I don't like him.
And actually, mafe-feel mo rin, he will look down on women eh.
Yeah.
Ah, because there are times when you're talking about another, you know that girl? She's like this eh. She prostitute herself. You know, yung parang, oh my God, I don't even want to hear about that. You know, yung chismoso. If a guy is chismoso and he speaks bad about another woman or someone he dated, turn off yun, di ba?
We call that kiss and tell.
Yeah, we don't like guys who are kiss and tell. Kayo, may nagkikiss
Yung
and tell?
madumi. Madumi.
Ayan, kami rin. Yung hygiene dapat malinis, no? So, pero yung kiss and tell, does it happen to you in millennials, mga guys na, uy, na-date ko na yan, nahawakan ko nga eh. And they even lie about it.
Yeah.
Right? But then, how do you also go sa guy? Di ba meron yung mga itsura pa lang, manyak na?
Kasi
Yan, yan.
First time you meet these people, even in a party, like they're already so hungry, like they would like to eat you. Yola.
May mga lalaki.
Yeah. So, in a nutshell, so ano yung masasabi nyo? So, for guys not to be ghosted by us, women, so we go to the positive and the negatives. So, ano yung mga don'ts? Yola.
Don'ts. Yung mga millennial, para sa inyo, ano ang don'ts? While you're dating, first time. Ano yung ayaw?
Oh, sige na, mag-start tayo kay Jaren. Ano yung mga don'ts? we tell the guys para hindi sila mag-ghost.
Wala siya dyan.
Lindsay.
Ano po ulit yung tanong?
So, what can you tell the guys para hindi sila mag-ghost ng women? So, women will not ghost them.
At to all the guys, sana first is let's be clear the intention natin when we nililigaw yung babae or feel attracted to someone. Dapat clear po yung intention natin.
Nagja-jumpy ka. So, layo mo konti yung microphone mo.
Okay.
Okay.
To repeat po, is, we have to clear our intentions. We have to attracted. Or kung ano sa isang babae, wag mong
Sorry, Lizelle. Jumpy ka.
jumpy po, jumpy.
Yes. Okay, try again. What do you want to tell the guys? Para hindi mo sila i-ghost.
To all the guys, as a woman, sana when we build a relationship or a certain, sana clear yung intention nyo na clear siya para po hindi kayo i-ghost ng isang babae. Be on her standard, like and then avoid being ma-attitude.
I think something happened to your Wi-Fi and your audio. Jumpy. I could hardly hear you. Kanina, very clear. What were you doing clear? Okay, ayusin mo muna. Let's go to Yola. Yola, what would you tell boys?
Boys?
Boys will be boys. What would you tell the boys and the men?
The man,
Out
yes.
there.
Okay. Well, in the first place, para hindi ko kayo i-ghost, unang-una, okay, isa ito sa mga requirement ko, if the guy is always late, don't be late on our first date. Okay? Don't let me pay the bill. Don't talk about other people, especially kung negative yan. Medyo hindi maganda yan. And then, yung parang, at saka you don't look down to other people, at saka yung, minsan kasi matapobre yung iba eh. So, pag ganyan ka, wag mo na lang ako imbitahin. And then, if you will be bragging about what you have, huwag natin pag-usapan yung mga bagay na yun. Because probably yung sasabihin mo meron ka, baka meron din ito. Huwag lang tayong magkwentuhan ng ganyan. Diba? Be humble as much as possible. And be gentleman. Yan. At saka, basta ko magbayad ng natin. Okay ako.
Okay din ako dyan. All what you have mentioned and anong additional natin is don't show the sex on your eyes.
Yes.
For the first time, parang you go there and date. Date is to get to know the person, not to go to
Yes.
bed with them and not to go to sleep with them or not to expect anything sexual or sensual the first day. You are there
Yes.
whether in a close-up conversation, and does she speak good? Has she got a nice personality? I mean, has she got some value? So doon yung to get to know the person, to get to be connected with that person, you know? So, wala daw pinag-uusapan, not talk about money, don't talk anything about how much you have, what you don't have, but to know what the other person values are. Yung, like, tell me about yourself. So, diba? And then talk about values. I mean, what are the things that you value most in life? Yun, ang ganda nun eh. Di ba? Ano bang values mo sa buhay? Mga ganyan, di ba? Ano yung mga ayaw mo sa buhay? Yun dapat pinag-uusapan eh. Right?
Yeah, that's one way of getting to know the person.
So, ang question is, dapat guys, sabihin mo ng, okay naman at the end, if ever you'd like to have a boyfriend, what are the characteristics or traits of guys you'd like?
Mhm.
What are the things you like in a guy? Ganon, di ba? Pwede yun. Right?
Yeah.
So, ano pa? So, pag yan, connection lang yan eh. You're not there to sleep with the person. Yung iba na kasi parang feeling nila na if they already fed you and give you a nice drink in a nice restaurant, like maybe, baka may uwi ko to. Maybe.
Yes,
So,
oo.
please guys.
Typical yan.
Kasi,
Mhm.
even you try to hide your intention, we will feel it along the way. Especially when you have a
Yes.
drink or two.
Yep. Mhm.
If the woman is very sensitive and if the woman is emotionally intelligent and smart, they will feel your intentions and your motives. So,
Yeah.
ang motives lang you guys only is, and your only intention is to get to know the girl, not to bring her to bed. Because then,
Mhm.
most likely, if that's your intention, and then bring her home, kiss her hand, or if she allow you to kiss her on, give a peck on the cheeks, peck lang. Okay? Marirespeto pa kayo niya. And then you say, hope to see you again. Diba?
Yeah.
And don't be pushy. Diba?
Mhm.
There are guys
Yeah.
na very pushy, diba? So, for me, ayoko ng guy na very pushy. You know? And then, pag sinabi yun, no, I don't go for that. Come on, you should try, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I really don't. No, come on, give me a chance. I don't like the very push. So, don't be pushy, guys, to us. You know, give us a chance of choices.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah.
So, laging choices. If you give us choices, then it means to say that you respect what we think and how we feel. Diba? Tama yun, Yola? Oh,
Yes.
ano pa yung mga added nyo? Then I'll think more. How about you, Jaren? Ano yung masasabi mo sa mga boys, mga guys, mga millennial guys and boys and men para hindi mo sila i-ghost?
Just be yourself. Be simple, gentle, and maka-Diyos dapat.
And God-fearing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yun lang.
yeah.
Yun lang.
That's true because we get to know the guy along the conversation pag first date, lalo na pag maraming oras na conversation yan. You will start to know where the guy is God-fearing. And you are God-fearing, it's still an added plus. Pogi
Yeah.
points. Pogi points, they call it pogi points.
Yes.
Pogi points. Oh, ano pa, Yola? Ano pa, Yola?
Added attraction ko dyan yung ano, parang hindi natin i-ghost, no? Yung actually, yung sa family.
Family oriented.
Oo, di ba? Pag yung family mo, kasi if the guy, especially if the guy is serious, tatanong yan about your family. Parang getting to know you, getting to know your family and how you are to your family. Di ba? Eh, gagawin mo nun, babalikan mo rin siya. Parang makilala mo rin yung family niya. Ano ba siya sa family niya? Paano niya ba hinahandle yung ano ng family, di ba?
And
So,
then,
importante yun.
correct. And then if a woman, like for example, if I ask a guy a question and he evades, ayaw niyang sagutin yung question ko na yon. And it's very important to me. Then I don't like it. Like you ask him certain things, hindi naman yung it will demean him or put him down. You know? So I like guys who are straightforward a bit, you know, when they are asked. Diba? Because there are
Yeah.
guys like, okay, don't ask me, I won't ask you. Igo-ghost kita kasi hindi ka seryoso. Parang, I ask you, don't ask me, or don't ask me, so I won't ask you. May mga ganon. And then, what else?
And it doesn't work that way. Hindi pwedeng one way lang.
Oh, diba? So, ano pa? Think of more. Ano yan, Lindsay? Ano pa yung para hindi mo siya i-ghost? Aside from what we have mentioned. Para sa mga
Sabi
millennials.
ko,
Ano daw? Yun,
Pero kung anong wifi niya, I think very weak.
Okay na po.
ilayo mo nga konti and then you speak louder but malayo. Yeah. Speak louder.
Okay na po.
Louder.
Additional pa aggressive. Kaya consistent.
Sorry, Leah. Sorry, Lindsay. Really bad Wi-Fi connection. O sige, diyan ka lang muna. How about you, Jarin? O, ano pa? Last few things na ikaw as a person. Ano yung mga, you can tell the boys na okay ka pag ganito. Just don't do this.
Okay ka pag ganon.
Ano? What? I think nagkuhan siya. Nakuhan din yung wifi niya. Okay, so basically that's it, right? So we are back to always the personal boundaries. When you cross our boundaries again, yung values namin, we will really junk you out or ghost you out. Or ghost you. Yan, millennial na ghosting. Yung hindi na kami magpaparamdam sa inyo. Meaning we'll not date you again or we'll never you won't win our trust and heart. No, mabibiglang mawawala kami. Right? So, that's why it's so nice before you date a girl to know about the girl a little bit. You know, kung ano ba yung mga values niya, paano ba siya, through a friend of a friend. Diba?
Yeah.
And then, maybe naka-open yung Facebook niya. Stalk mo siya kaunti, then you can more or less makita yung personality there. But again, pictures, don't assume. Because these are just pictures. Right? So, yung mga assumptions natin. So, always investigate or do a little bit diligence on getting to know who you're gonna date. Diba?
Yes.
Otherwise, blind date na blind date yan. Kung hindi mo man lang alam, you don't know anything about the person. Right?
Di ba, MK, normally nagtatanong tayo, let's say, nakilala natin yung guy, through a friend, di ba normally nagtatanong tayo? Sino ba yan? Di ba? So you do a little background check.
Minsan pa, di ba, sometimes we even say, may pera ba yan? Kasi ide-date ka daw niya eh. So at least, may pera naman. Oh, sige, kasi favorite ko sa kumain dito eh. As a joke. Pero basically, Yola and I, pag type ka namin, sige, pwede na dyan sa tabi-tabi na masarap.
Pag hindi ka namin type, tuturo namin yung pinakamahal para sa susunod, hindi mo na kami ilabas.
Di ba? Kasi,
we did that before.
Because some
when
people,
we were younger,
these are the people na pushy. They want to date you being pushy. Di ba? During our time.
Yes.
Alright. So, anyway. So, in closing, ano pa? So, in general, in a simple word, get to know me. You know, before you date me. Di ba? Para mas madali eh. Para hindi ka para hindi ka rin alanganin. Because sometimes they feel uncomfortable, right? Not knowing you. Pero a lot of guys are very, they believe they have confidence about themselves. So, yeah. Be simple. Be self-aware. No negativity. Don't mention anything negative about another person. Tama ka, di ba? Or your ex. Ayoko yung nag-uusap tungkol sa ex.
Yeah. About the ex.
Kumakain ka or something. Di ba when I was ordering and I ate, I love this so much. You know what? My ex hate that. Hate that food. Oh, the smell of that food. Yung parang, so don't think about your exes. You know, their likes and dislikes. And always positive. Dapat ang pinag-uusapan positive lang, di ba? Yung anything lang about the person, anything about the person is good to ask. Yung wag lang sasabihin yung about pera and kung mayaman siya o magkano sahod niya. Right? So, in closing, anong summary mo, Madam Yola?
Well, before you date any woman, you better, una, check mo muna din yan. Check the background. If you're ready financially, kasi you should be the one to treat the woman. Not that you're on the first date na siya pagmayari mo. Okay? And, tsaka, ano ba intention mo? Why do you want to get to know the person? Is there something that you can see from that person? Or are you just want to take advantage of that person? Depende sa motibo ng lalaki.
Correct.
Pero, kasi may mga lalaki, gusto lang nilang i-date kasi sexy ka, maganda ka, whatever. So, don't go into that direction. If you want to date a woman, it depends kung ano ba yan. Walang barkadahin, pwede naman yan, no? Pero if you want to get serious, parang if you want to get, establish a relationship, do your best. Don't be magpakitang ginas ka muna, huwag ka muna magpakita ng kung ano-ano. And don't ask the question that you should ask a woman.
Yeah. Okay, Jaren, parting words. Anong masasabi mo?
Pag dinate ako ng tao,
Hindi, para hindi mo siya i-ghost.
be yourself lang. Ka lang, humble ka lang. Mabait ka sa akin. Kami
Yeah.
kita yun. Huwag magkakiyap.
Correct, that's good. Oh, shall we try again, Lindsay? Are you better this time? So, what will you tell the guys?
Thank you.
We can't hear you. Lindsay, I can't hear you. Okay, louder. Ayaw talaga. Jumpy. Oh no. So jumpy. Okay, while you fix it. So, be authentic, guys. Authenticity, please be just who you are. Just be who you are. Yeah? And then, magrespeto ka lang. Kung hindi mo alam ang spelling ng respeto, paano magrespeto, mag-Google ka. Tawagan mo si Tita Google. Hanapin mo kay Tita Google. And then, kasi pag nirespeto ka, yung very respectful ka in your manners, in the way you speak, and in the way you are dressed, and in the manner of your behavior, nako, matatrust ka namin kaagad. And if I trust you, we'll give you our heart. And if we give you our heart, we will give you our mind. Yun lang. Congruency, authenticity. Be who you are lang. Alright? So, that's it. That ang parting word. So, thank you, girls. We'll continue again having another topic to empower women and to teach men, right? To how to behave toward us. Alright, so thank you, and this has been Marlene Craig, and thank you, Yola. Say thank you, and then Lindsay next time, and then Jaren, thank you for joining in, and this is MK and Co, and please don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click that bell icon, so that when the next video shall be uploaded, you shall get notified. Have a nice Sunday. Good day.